Shalom, all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh Shema Shai Bashim Kakodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and Shalom to all the hopeful, elect and sincere brothers that are preaching and prophesying the Lord's word all around the world. Now, in this lesson, I'll go over the truth about having more than one woman or having multiple wives, and how it's biblical. It's in the law of the Bible. It's in the law, statutes, and commandments that there's nothing wrong with having more than one wife. And that's a worldly thing. When you come into the truth, you find out the truth. You find out the truth of your heritage. Who you really are, your real nationality, and then you find out the truth about the world, who really is in control of the world. You find out that you're not supposed to eat certain things. You find out a lot. You find out and learn about the laws of the scriptures. And one of the things that you come to the knowledge of is, there's nothing wrong with a man having more than one wife. As long as it's not adultery. And adultery is when a man sleeps with or have sex with another man's wife. That's adultery. That's off. But if a man meets a woman that's not engaged, or that's not married to a man, and he already has a woman, then there's nothing wrong with them, getting together. A man can have as much woman, as he wants, or as much woman as he can take care of. As long as you could take care of your household, your woman, your children, your family, you can have as much woman as you please. And that goes back to the church, a Christian doctrine, which is off, because our forefathers in the ancient world, they had multiple wives. King David, had multiple wives. King Solomon had multiple wives. Our forefather Jacob, he had multiple wives. He had more than one woman that bear him children. That actually bear the 12 patriarchs, which later became the 12 tribes of the nation of Israel. So there's nothing wrong with having more than one woman. Now let me get to this scripture right here. Salakia. We get to Amos chapter 9 verse 11. In that day will I raise up the tabernacle of David that is fallen. And the tabernacle of David is talking about the elect, and the elect, in the 1/3 of the nation of Israel consists of uh, t- uh, 12,000 men from each tribe, from each 12 tribes of the nation of Israel, that's going to form, the government of Israel, along with the one third. You know, the tabernacle of David starts with the elect, and close up the breaches thereof, and I will raise up his ruins, and I will build it as in the days of old. Yeah, so that that breach is going to be closed is that a separation of the northern and the southern kingdom. We're no longer going to be divided. You know, we're going to be one nation again. You know, so the Most High, is going to restore Israel as in the days of old. And in the days of old, we were in our own land. We are following the scriptures. We are following the law, statutes, and commandments. And in the ancient world, a man, if he can afford it, he had multiple wives. You know. Now let me get to Isaiah chapter 60 and verse 22. And and that Salakia, that prophecy, will soon come to pass, because the 12 tribes, or the elect of the 12 tribes of the nation of Israel, are being drawn together right now, through the word, you know, through the word being preached. That's bringing together the nation, you know, or the elect of the nation of Israel. This is Isaiah chapter 60 and verse 22. Salakia, and the nation of Israel consists of you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. No, that's the nation of Israel. And our descendants that are scattered, you know, throughout the four corners of the earth. That that may live amongst the other nations, and that may even look like the other nations, but they're really Israelites. It says, "A little one shall become 1,000, and a small one a strong nation. I, the Lord, will hasten it in his time." Yeah, so you know, one Israelite man, in the kingdom, he's gonna have, you know, a lot of children, in a quick time, you know, in a very in a very short amount of time, because the Most High is gonna allow us to bring back the ones that were destroyed during the destruction of a Babylon the Great. That's the 2/3 is gonna be destroyed, and they're gonna be brought back in the kingdom very quickly, and it's gonna come to pass by 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 Israelite man, having multiple women, having multiple wives, because with one man, you so like one man can have 1,000 children, if he has multiple women. Yeah, so a small one shall become a strong nation. So yeah, uh, um, a man is gonna so like a man, is gonna have like a nation of a man is gonna have like a nation unto himself, because he's gonna have so many children. Now let me go to Exodus chapter 21 verse 10. If he take him another wife, her food, her raiment, and her duty of marriage shall he not diminish. Shall he not diminish? So if it was off or wrong for a man to have more than one wife, then why would this scripture be in here? And this is the law. This is Exodus. You know. So this whole thing of, if you have more than one woman, that's cheating, that's infidelity, that's garbage. To be honest, it's garbage. You know, that's that's that whole thing is new. That's a worldly way of life. If he take him another wife, her food and her raiment and her duty of marriage, which the duty of marriage, goes into, you have to have sex with your woman. Shall he not diminish? You have to take care of your woman. So this scripture right here, cuts all of that, nonsense of, a man only being able to have one wife. The last scripture I'm gonna go to is Isaiah chapter 4 and verse 1. And this prophecy will come to pass, before the kingdom gets established, on this side, before the destruction actually comes. And in that day, 7 women, 7 means completion. That means a complete number of women. It could be 5, it could be 10 women, it could be 20 women. And in that day, 7 women shall take hold of one man. So a complete number of women is going to take hold of one righteous, elect Israelite man, saying, "We will eat our own bread and wear our own apparel." Meaning that we're gonna take care of ourselves. We're gonna clothe ourselves. We're gonna have food for ourselves. And wear our own apparel. Only let us be called by thy name to take away our reproach. Yeah. So how is a man, Salakia, how is a woman gonna be called by a man's name? And the answer to that is marriage, And how are you, married to a woman? You're married to a woman when you have sex with her, because to marry means join together, and in Genesis, let me get it, Salakia. This is Genesis chapter 2 verse 24. Therefore shall a man leave his father and his mother, and shall cleave unto his wife, and they shall be one flesh. Yeah. When a man and woman comes together, you know, they marry. You know, that's how they form that bond of, you know, them, you know, them them Salaki, that's how they form that form that bond of them being husband and wife. You know, when they come together, you know, and they have sex, you know, that's them, you know, being married. You know, and from that they become one flesh. And you know, in today's time, when a man and woman gets married, the 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 woman takes the man's last name. So so that 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 woman is now, you know, joined unto the man. Only let us be called by thy name to take away our reproach. You know, and that reproach, you know, is going into, you know, them not having children. You know, so many women will, you know, be seeking for, you know, a righteous, a righteous elect Israelite man. You know, in the time to come. You know, so there's nothing wrong with a man having more than one woman or more than one wife. You know, that's the end of the lesson. Lord willing, this lesson was edifying. All praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh Bashim El Shai Bashim Kakodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Shalom.